On today's training session on MTechU, you will learn how to set up your Google Analytics account on your Anvil website. You must first set up your Google Analytics account to connect to your Anvil site. After logging in, locate Admin on the left-hand side of the navigational pane. If you have not already set up your tracking ID, you will need to click on Create a Property in order for Google Analytics to create a tracking ID for this website. If you already have created your Google tracking ID, click on Property Settings. When creating a new property, Google Analytics will provide you with the tracking ID. All you will need to do is make sure that website is highlighted for what you want to track, and then you must include your website name, the website URL. You can select a category, this is optional, and then click on Get Tracking ID. Please note, these instructions are only for properties that have not created a tracking ID. If you already have created your tracking ID, in the previous step, you would just click on Property Settings. When placing your website URL, in the drop-down menu next to it, make sure to choose the correct hypertransfer text protocol. If your website has HTTPS in front of it in its URL, then make sure to click this. If not, this can affect your Google Analytics tracking ID. In your property settings, you will be able to find your tracking ID that you will need to copy and place on your Anvil website. After copying your Google Analytics tracking ID, you will need to open your website in a new tab and then log in. Once you're on your Anvil admin, on the left-hand side of the navigational pane, click on Settings. Now locate Website Settings. In your website settings, click on the Integrations tab. On this page, you will need to scroll down from the top until you see Google Analytics, and then paste that same tracking ID into this field. When you're done, click on the blue Save button. Back on your Analytics account, you should see some statistics from the same page you placed your tracking ID from. This will let you know that you have correctly set up your Google Analytics account and have properly placed your tracking ID in the correct place. And this will conclude the MTechU session on how to set up your Google Analytics.